Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to come and just do a video for you guys because my last video I did a length check. It was in May, and that was my 2-year mark, as many of you know. So this is what my hair looks like stretched out and a braid out. I did a braid out with my hair, but I basically wanted to just get on and make a video and just show you guys my hair because I know my length check video was like less than a minute long. It was very short, and I basically just pulled my hair and showed you some pictures, but I didn't really get a chance to just show you my hair like really stretched out because I think it was like a twist out or something, and it wasn't as stretched as this. So this is what it looks like, very stretched. And this is my 2 years and a month because my 2-year mark was last month. Thank you guys for subscribing, and thank you for watching my videos and sharing my videos and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna get right into the tips on the length retention. So the first tip I want to give is basically to, especially if your hair is natural, because natural hair tends to be more dry, you want to make sure that you keep your hair moisturized. And I also want to say that these aren't any tips that I'm just like saying that these are my tips and no one else has said these. No, I'm pretty sure you've heard a lot of these tips before. Everybody's not the same, but I'm just telling you what has worked for me. So moisturize is the first tip that I'm giving. And one thing that I like to do is, you guys have probably seen it in my videos, I have like a little spray bottle that I got from Target. It was like 98 cents, and I keep water in there. And usually I'm spraying my hair a lot. Now lately I've been trying to keep it stretched, so yeah, to avoid single strand knots. But a lot of times if my hair just feeling really dry or whatever, I just spray it with water, and you'll be amazed at how good your hair can get moisturized with water. And you want to of course seal that moisture in with like oil or butter, grease, or whatever kind of sealant you use. You want to seal that moisture in. But water is really good for your hair. Like, don't be afraid to get your hair wet. Don't be afraid to like put water in your hair, because water can really be your hair's best friend. So moisturizing and sealing, that's my #1 tip. Make sure your hair is always in a moisturized state. Even if you're not gonna do a braid out or twist out or wear it any type of way, even if you're just gonna have like twists in your hair, or you're just gonna have your hair in a satin bonnet all day or whatever, make sure that it's moisturized underneath, because when your hair is nice and moisturized, it lessens the chance for it to be broken off, and it just keeps it really healthy. Because like I know when I wear my hair like this and it brushes up against my clothes, I used to be like, oh gosh, it's gonna really damage my hair. But as long as my hair is in a really moisturized state, I really don't have to worry about it snagging and breaking off and stuff like that. The only time it does that is if I let it get dry and it dries out or whatever, and I try not to let that happen. So if you want to retain length, #1, moisturize your hair. Make sure it's always moisturized. So the second tip that I'm gonna give is to not manipulate your hair too much. And I kind of have to take my own advice with this one, because it's so easy, especially now that I'm making videos and people want to see my hair this way and that way, and I try out different products sometimes. It's easy to like over manipulate your hair, like put your hands in too much. So one thing that you can do is just try to find styles that help you to not over manipulate your hair, like whether it be just regular twists, pent up, or you can always search protective styles. The possibilities are endless with protective styles. There's braids, and there's weaves, wigs, ponytails, loose buns, you name it. You can do it with your hair. You just have to find what works for your hair as far as a protective style goes, if you want to go in the route of protective styling. And I have also found that sometimes a protective style for me, especially when I know I'm not going to go anywhere, can just be like, after I wash and condition my hair and seal in moisture, I'll twist my hair up, put the satin bonnet on, and just leave it there, until I go somewhere or whatever. So you can just try to find ways to keep from messing with your hair. It's hard though, especially as your hair grows and you want to touch it. Like, I'm trying not to touch my hair in this video as we speak. And the third tip I'm gonna give is go easy on the heat. Now, I'm not gonna say like don't ever use heat on your hair, because there are a lot of people who successfully use heat on their hair and it doesn't damage their hair. But you have to kind of learn your hair. You have to like know what you're doing. You have to make sure that you have heat protecting. You don't want to have it too high or anything like that. And what I found is if I stretch the time out that I have heat, my hair tends to be a whole lot healthier. And I found this to be true even when I was transitioning, before I messed around and heat damaged my hair. So I know a lot about heat damage. And once your hair is heat damaged, it doesn't matter what anyone has told you about how you can put this on it and that on it. Once your hair is heat damaged, if you want it to be in its natural state, you will have to cut it off and start all over. So you don't want to heat damage your hair. You want to be very, very careful with heat. There are like little shortcuts that I like to do whenever I have my hair straight. Sometimes I'll like air dry my hair and then flat iron it. That way like I won't blow dry it and flat iron it. That's a good way that you can do to lessen more heat on your hair, to not use as much heat. I use the comb chase method so that I can just make one pass with the flat iron. That gets my hair nice and straight. And also, once you have your hair straight, you want to do something to it to maintain it, so that you aren't tempted to put more heat on it while you have it straight, just to like, you know, get rid of frizz or whatever. What I like to do is pin curl, and you can see that in my tutorial as well. Pin curl my hair, tie it up, and once, you know, I just kind of have this thing like, once I wear my hair straight for like a week or so, if it starts to revert after that, I'm okay with it, because I mean, it's my natural hair and it's gonna revert. You know, I don't worry about trying to make it bone straight. But if you do get into that mode of trying to make your hair bone straight all the time, you can mess around and heat damage it. And when you heat damage it, that takes away from the length that you retain. So you want to just minimize heat. That is my third tip. My fourth tip that I'm going to give is to make sure that you are hydrated yourself. Take care of your body. You know, a lot of times we don't eat everything that we should. So in that case, you might want to take a multivitamin. I take a daily multivitamin. I always have, just to kind of replenish my body, you know, as far as, you know, what I might not be getting. And I try to make sure that I get enough protein in as well. Just make sure you're getting enough protein, good nutrition, and you are drinking enough water, because water is really important for your hair and your skin. It will really, really make a difference in your hair if you make sure that you are drinking enough water. So yeah. Now the last tip I'm gonna give is gonna be like 2 tips in one, and this is probably something that you heard time after time again, but you want to make sure that you sleep in a satin bonnet, or your pillowcases are satin lined or silk, or something that's nice and silky and not cotton, because cotton is going to draw the moisture out of your hair. And it really, really doesn't seem like a big deal, because, you know, oh, you miss a night here, miss a night there. But if it adds up and you start sleeping on your hair regularly, you are going to notice, because your hair will start drying out more. You won't be retaining as much moisture as you would usually do. And I mean, it could just cause friction in the night and breakage and all kinds of stuff. So you just want to make sure that your hair is protected while you sleep. The last thing I'm just going to say is just to make sure your ends are healthy. Your ends are the oldest part of your hair. If they're not healthy, they can split. Like if you have split ends and you don't go ahead and nip them in the bud and just go ahead and trim them off, they will split all the way up, and that's just going to make your hair break, and it's not going to retain any length. Trust me, I know this stuff because I've lived it. I've gone through it. I've went without trimming my hair before. I went without moisturizing my hair. I went without drinking enough water. And, you know, I can really tell a difference when I don't do what I'm supposed to do to help my hair stay, you know, healthy while it's growing. Because, you know, your hair is growing, unless you have a medical condition, of course, you would know about, that would keep your hair from growing. Everybody's hair is growing. You know, our hair might grow at different rates. That's why, you know, I can't be like, oh, this will make your hair grow really, really fast. I can't say that, because everyone is different. The only thing I can say is, you know, give you advice on how I take care of my hair and what has worked for me to retain length. And, you know, hopefully you can do the same and get really, really good results with that and retaining length. So, yeah, those are my tips on retaining hair length and helping your hair to continue to grow. And I always forget something, but I want to add one more thing. And this might not, you know, be everybody's thing, but for me, I love to massage my scalp. And I mean, I can't say for sure whether it helps, but it definitely feels good. And that circulation, more circulation has been proven to help your hair grow. Like when you have more circulation to the scalp. So one thing I like to do is, like, whenever I'm moisturizing my hair, I'll just take my fingers and just go like this into my scalp. And I do that every single day at least. It's just become a habit, and it feels so good, and it just makes it feel like, you know, it's just helping it. So I mean, you want to try that, you can. But other than that, those other tips that I gave you, moisturizing your hair, making sure you don't over manipulate it, whether you have to do a particular style or just, you know, put it up, put it away, put it in a weave, whatever you want to do, whatever, you know, suits you and your lifestyle, do that. And make sure that you're getting enough vitamins, nutrients, minerals, water, and trim it when you need to. And don't sleep on it. And those are my tips, and I hope they were helpful, and I hope this video was helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing my videos. I do have a Pinterest, and I'm on there all the time, and I've been seeing my videos like on people's boards, and it's just like, wow. You know, it's really, really cool that you guys are, you know, sharing my videos and stuff. My subscriber count is growing, and that really, really makes me happy as well. So I just wanted to thank you guys. I'm definitely going to try to do something special for my subscribers in the future, and the near future, as my subscriber count grows, like perhaps, I don't know, a giveaway. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it was helpful, and I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.